Antoine Doolittle do not have no remorse for killing that white man. And listen, me and Antoine Doolittle, we was never friends anyway. That's the first time me and that. Naturally, I'm the youngest, so of course I'm gonna tell it. Yeah, man, my mama had money. They mama was poor. Antoine Doolittle had a court-appointed lawyer.
It don't change nothing. We seen the snitch video. So, what? Yeah, nigga, I got a comedy show tomorrow night. We gonna laugh about it on stage.
Reset TV, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? This is Gravitating Away, and it is a beautiful day today. So we got another one. Charleston White responds, and he actually responds twice. I got shorter clips. I don't want to put the whole thing out because I just want to get to the point. Do me a favor, gang, if you're new to my channel, gotta Spike Lee that joint, man. Do the right thing. Like, share, comment, subscribe, man. If y'all just kept coming back and back to my little small old channel, I just want to say the gratitude is felt. I'm much appreciated of all of y'all. So let's get into it. I'm about to drop this video, but I got to admit, man, I dropped the video previously when it first broke out that people had coverage of the Charleston White footage. And I just want to get to the point. A couple of people commented on that video I dropped about a day ago, and I'm really curious. I just want to ask this question to y'all, especially if you're a small YouTuber or a big YouTuber. You ever drop a video and you read a comment and you can tell nobody that made that particular comment actually watched the video? They literally pointed out that why make a video on Charleston White testifying on the stand in 1992 at 16 for a crime he was a part of at 14 when he already lamented on this. Well, to the idiots who felt the need to express themselves, if you actually watch the video from start to finish, my entire video is about that. In fact, I'm not even mad at Charleston for doing it. See, I actually do groundwork in our community. Unlike a lot of people that always has a lot to say, but has no footprints in their community. I advocate for black men to let go of that stigma of this whole no snitch crap, especially if you're like me, who has family members who are victims of murder, and therefore we, the remaining family members, are victims of said murders because we got to go through that pain. So I ain't on the aisle that says you don't rock with somebody because they don't snitch. In fact, I may not be the biggest fan of Charleston White, nor the biggest hater of Charleston White. I'm pretty neutral on him, but I always smile when he snitch on you clowns.
I don't know what it's like to be in a maximum secured facility with convicts and inmates. I wouldn't know what to do. Yeah, I would. Tell you to get out. What do y'all want to know? Man, what is y'all want to know? Man, I told y'all everything, man. Yeah, I'm finna go to line now. Leave me in jail 2 weeks, nigga. I'm gonna be sitting around listening. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting on that phone call. Nigga think I'm talking to my woman and my mama. I'm gonna be saying, say, they said it was Keith. I can't talk loud. They said it was Keith that did the shooting over on the south side. I gotta go.
I'm not mad at him. Mr. Anthony Doolittle shot a man in cold blood. He was older than Charleston. Shot the man in the back, as a matter of fact. And leave it to Charleston, Anthony laughed.
Then Doolittle supposedly shot him in the back as Levy walked away. White repeated the conversation he says he had with Doolittle after the shooting.
I said, look, you shot him.
And what did he do?
Started laughing.
A lot of you little, I don't want to go off, but we just got demons walking amongst us. So you won't see any tears from me when you clowns either get the mercy you desperately need, which is basically 6 feet under, That's how I feel about a lot of you demons out here. But let's get to the video and I'll be back with the commentary.
Keep Antoine Doolittle in jail. The parole board is not ready for him to be released. I don't think the victim family want him to be released either. He killed somebody. I wasn't the man to pull the trigger. So it was easy for them people to forgive me and to release me. I handed him the gun and instructed him to shoot Mr. Levy. He shot Mr. Levy. We drove away laughing. I made everybody laugh, you know, being the comical guy that I am. Not really having a full understanding and concept of what we had just done. Antoine Doolittle do not have no remorse for killing that white man. And listen, me and Antoine Doolittle, we was never friends anyway. That's the first time me and that, naturally, I'm the youngest, so of course I'm gonna tell it. Yeah, man, my mama had money. They mama was poor. Antoine Doolittle had a court-appointed lawyer. I had Carl Mallory, one of the baddest motherfucking lawyers in the goddamn motherfucking Texas motherfucker. Carl Mallory was a bad motherfucker. Antoine Doolittle mama was on drugs. See, one time I spent the night at Antoine Doolittle house when I ran away from home. I seen that nigga slam his grandmama fingers in the door. Man, I knew that nigga was a bullshit nigga then. So,
that nigga said, we saw the snitch video. So everybody saw it. It's been on the news before. Just because you saw it, you still broke. It don't change nothing. You still broke. I'm still rich. I'm still getting booked. It don't change nothing. Yeah, it don't change nothing. We seen the snitch video. So, everybody's seen it before you seen it. It used to be on the news. I keep telling y'all, I made the news before. All what y'all doing, people I already seen. So what you seen? You think they gonna stop booking me? You think they gonna stop interviewing me? You think people gonna stop? No, nigga, you still gonna be poor, and I'm still gonna be rich and famous. It don't change nothing. We seen the snitch video. So, yeah, nigga, I got a comedy show tomorrow night. We gonna laugh about it on stage. Yeah, that's part of the comedy show. He must be new over here. He must be new over here. Well, yeah, we seen the snitch video. So, my response to everything. So, ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Yeah, man, so what? Why you think I told, nigga? I don't give a damn, nigga. I ain't friends with nobody.
16-year-old Charleston White took the stand and testified against his friend, Antoine Doolittle, who sat just a few feet from him and listened intently.
He pulled off and the hammer back on the gun.
And then what happened?
He fired.
So I dropped 2 videos of Charleston responding in succession, and even in those small clips, he had a lot to say. He doesn't regret testifying. Backstory real quick, Charleston White was 14 when he was involved in a crime, and as he said, which he's been saying for many years, 6 years I think at least, he was the youngest amongst the 4. He didn't pull the trigger, but where I can be objective, anytime Charleston has told this story, he always mentioned he was the so-called ringleader, even though he was the smallest and youngest. He even said that he told Anthony Doolittle to pull the trigger.
Release me. I handed him the gun and instructed him to shoot Mr. Levy. Release me. I handed him the gun and instructed him to shoot Mr. Levy.
Anthony, being older than Charleston, has no excuse. You still pulled the trigger. Charleston ain't no saint. He did testify stating that Anthony pulled the trigger, but the power of the tongue is something we can't deny, right? You had the influence and you told that man to pull it. He bared responsibility. He served his time. He participated in our so-called criminal justice system, and he's out. Not only that he's out, yes, he does a lot of buffoonish antics online. I mean, folks, get over yourselves. It's the internet. This thing is not relegated. Many clowns come on here and do what they want and do as they please, and a lot of time you guys don't bat an eye. If you like the fool performing for you, you accept their buffoonery. If you don't like them, then you play moral police. You know how this internet thing goes. It's undefeated. But in saying that, Charleston White served his time, got out, community activist and is documented, by the way, even though many of you don't want to believe that. And I don't want to cape for Charleston, but as somebody that's on the ground himself, I just love seeing a lot of foolishness get nipped at the bud. I don't feel sorry for you clowns that participate in murder. I'm a staunch advocate for actually eye for an eye. I believe death is warranted for the many of you. Trust me, when you have a parasite, you don't wait for it to spread before you deem it a threat. It's a threat in its inception. The minute you know something is a threat, you eliminate it. And unfortunately, we have a lot of threats in the community, but a lot of you guys that think you're so cool and you're following a trend of trying to fit in, and you think what Charleston did on that stand is somehow detriment to the community? What? Not you Negroes choosing a blind eye to all the foolishness that goes on in the said community? Leaving for civilians at the mercy of degenerates? Nah, man, that's not me. I ain't rooting for that. I saw Gillie came out not long ago and he posted about, you know, not wanting to beef with Charleston and etc., etc. He's been a rat since the 90s. Imagine Gillie, a man who lost his son to gun violence. His son's murderer also was a young man. He got dealt with. That's how karma works. So shout out to Gillie. I damn near shed a tear watching Gillie losing a son. I'm a father of 3 sons myself. I couldn't imagine that pain. Maybe it was how my grandpa and my grandma felt when my uncle got murdered right down the street from our house. In saying that, I'm sorry for the many of you who has probably experienced a family murder being deceased by the actions of a callous ingrate. Nonetheless, I have to point this out. Gillie, who very well is successful, shout out to Wallow, has a cousin who served 20 years in prison. Wallow has came out and ingratiated himself and speaking to the youngins and hoping they change their lives. And then you got Gillie coming out here indirectly and subconsciously still pushing out no snitching. I didn't laugh at his post. It's actually sad. You're a father that I literally shed tears for because you lost a son and you're out here worrying about Charleston White. You volunteered to put that post up because he called you out about something from the past. I'm not going to revisit it. I give people grace. I'm going to give Gillie grace, but that doesn't mean I have to rock with him. There's a lot of Gillie the kids in all of our communities, and these are the ones not just the degenerates look up to. In fact, I would say the degenerates look up to him less. It's really the so-called people of black excellence that looks at a Gillie and they crave that ilk in our community, that realm of hip-hop, that realm that we deemed as is worth something. So Gillie's words has powers. So while he has y'all looking at Charleston as a buffoon, and he very well might be a buffoon, Gillie is not absolved for pushing a degenerate, systematic thinking that has been detrimental to our people. So shame on you, Gillie. And I land my plane, y'all. But this was Gravitating Away on Reset TV. And what say y'all in the comment section about Charleston White taking the stand, Charleston White responding, and thank God doubling down and has no regrets? I applaud it. And what y'all thoughts on Gillie the kid still promoting the foolishness that does us no good, man? Y'all let me know in that comment section and I'm gonna meet y'all there. I'ma holler.